All right, guys, this is Alex here. As promised, I said I would give you a tutorial on the goal setting sheet that I created on Google Sheets. So, in case you're new here and you don't know, you haven't used this program before, maybe you have, that's awesome. I'm sure you know what all these things do then. If not, and you're new to this particular um, in case you're new here to this particular technology, then I'm here to help walk you through it. So I already have this sheet open, but for starters, if you're on your web browser, whether it's Google or Internet Explorer, whatever it is that you use, if you just type in Sheets in the search bar, it'll open up, right? Google Sheets for free. You click on that, it'll open up Sheets. This will automatically save it to your drive. So what's cool about this, you don't have to hit file save on any of this. As you update it, it will just it'll just save it automatically. So as we move forward from here, this is a goal setting tutorial. This spreadsheet right here is something that I created and I utilized myself. So as you can see here from my screen, how do I get rid of this one? As you can see here from my screen, these are all locked out. That's because this right here is a template. So you're not going to be able to change this sheet, right? I have the link for this template in the description in this video. You'll also find it in the post when I post this up on Facebook. So you'll just be able to open the link. It'll bring you right into the spreadsheet that I created. You just won't be able to change any of it. So the first thing that you need to do when you get this sheet is you need to go up here to File, and you need to make a copy. Okay, you can name it whatever you want, right? So we'll just say Alex's goals for what? Okay, because I have a couple of these on here. So you copy it like that, and now you will actually be able to change all this stuff. These locks will disappear for you when you copy the sheet, because then it's your sheet. It's no longer owned by me. And then it's your sheet, you own it, you can edit everything in here. When it's on my Google Sheets, I'm the one who owns it, so this particular sheet is locked out to everyone. So that way it's a template and it doesn't get edited by anyone. But you're more than welcome to change the fonts, change the box sizes, whatever. So let's get on with the tutorial, right? All right, so as you notice here, SMART goals, 1-year goals, 5-year goals, 10-year goals, a bucket list, okay? This is very important because, I mean, we all have things on our bucket list that we'd like to do. I believe in goal setting because we can break it down to the steps that need to happen. You can get a clear view of where you're going. So the first thing you do is you start with what you'd like to accomplish, right? And then you work your way backwards from that. So let's say your goal is, one of my goals now is like buy a new car, right? So buy a new car. Okay. You enter you enter your goal in here: buy a new car, buy a new house, buy kids' clothes, or Christmas presents, whatever the goal is that you have. It doesn't have to always be buying something. It can be making a life choice. Okay, losing 10 pounds. When would I like to lose that by? When would I like to buy a new car by? Okay, let's say by my birthday, February 11th of coming year, right? Okay, so I know the goal that I want. I know when I'd like to accomplish it by. Now I need to think of who are the people that can help hold me accountable to this goal, right? Is it your wife, husband? You have a coach, a mentor. Do you know a car salesman? I don't need to go on with this anymore. I think you get the point. Um, you move on. Who are your resources? Okay, what kind of car lots are you going to go to looking for cars? Are you going to be doing Facebook Marketplace? Oops, sorry. This is another very important part of the tutorial right here. So it took me a while to figure this out. But in order to drop down to the next line right here underneath this one, it's not just normal enter like you would when you're writing on Word. So you hit Control Enter, and that will drop you down below, and that's the same anywhere. Okay, in any of the sheets. Control Enter is what will allow you to shift to the next line down. Important to know. So let's say you're going to Miller Auto. Okay, online, whatever your online source is, right? So here's your resources. Um, I don't know whether you'd like to see this in the middle of the box, the top of the box, whatever you like. I'm going to set the resources to the top left along with the action steps because they count down. But if you want to move it over, you just go over here. You can align the stuff into the middle. Okay. You can also align it to the top or the bottom. Your choice. Totally up to you. I prefer the top left so I can count down. Okay, so let's say, what are your action steps, right? So for me, buying a new car, the first one would be uh, for me to maybe locate. Maybe I don't have resources, but so the first thing I need to do is locate um, car auto sales, right? Maybe that's my first step. Whatever the steps that you feel they are, this is what's great about goal setting is that you'll gain clarity as you go on these things. You'll be like, oh, okay, maybe that step doesn't come first. Maybe I want to go look at cards, right? And see what's going to fit me. Maybe none of this even works. Maybe the first thing I want to do, sorry, maybe the first thing I want to do is research the vehicle I want. Um, Maybe it's not researching the vehicle that you want online. Maybe it's even, you can just imagine where you could go with this, right? So maybe the action step is for you to define um, define the parameter, define um, the parameters of the vehicle. right? Maybe, you know, what you need to do is decide you want a vehicle. Decide whether you want one that's good on gas, cheap, efficient, sporty. Maybe you want a sports car. Maybe that's the first action step you take, is to really decide what you want based upon uh, your budget, based upon the road conditions, whether it's winter out. I mean, you want to buy a Lamborghini in the winter, or what. So whatever those action steps are, okay, put them in here. So, sorry. Let me find, right? Look at vehicles. Probably spelled that wrong, but it's all right. So, and I'll define what works for me. What can I afford, right? And I might apply for a loan. If that doesn't work, I'll look at financing. Whatever it is. Here, you have your goal, the time frame you want it to get done by, the people that will help hold you accountable, the resources that you know of to help make it happen, and the action steps. Over here, I've created another dialogue for you to take notes as you kind of walk through this, which is another really cool part of this, because then you could be like, okay, went to dealership. Let's just say I went to Miller Auto 12/20/18. Didn't see anything I liked. So now you know, right? You went to Miller Auto, didn't see anything you liked. Went online, found Toyota Corolla for 14.5, right? Whatever. I don't know, I'm just throwing some things out there, right? And your payments will be, whatever your payments are. It's 360, right? So you get the point. You take the notes. Now you have some things to reflect back on right here in your goal sheet. So you find local dealers, and the cool part is, so I print these out. I get posted on my fridge, and I take a highlighter, which is even more of the fun game, is to just check off the steps to get to each one. Okay. If you're doing it on your computer or your phone, you can do the strike through. You can, okay, action step taken. So what I particularly like about this is all the steps. I can keep all of my goals rather than keeping them in a spiral notebook where they can get dusty on a shelf or disorganized. I can keep them here on a sheet, dated, detailed as to how I'm going to get from point A to B, right? How am I going to get this car? And I can check them off as I go. And you can continue to add add things to each sheet, okay? You can add a new row below just by going insert row below, boom, and you have another row, same thing, right? So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to block out all the squares so that they're all marked. If you want to change the box sizes, right here on the left, okay, change the size of the box so you can see the words that you're writing. Okay, same thing here. Maybe your goal is really long, okay, that's cool. You can change the box sizes from the left and right hand side, okay. Here's these sheets, same thing. Next year, your year of your life, what goals you're going to accomplish, dates, the supports, the resources, your steps and objectives to the goals, and any notes. Same thing. Just using a different little font here. It's kind of like a fun font. These are your SMART goals. These are the things that are going to happen soon. Those are the priorities, the things that are either in motion or the things that you're immediately putting in motion, and you can keep an eye on them, right? Here, this is things you want to accomplish in the next year, obviously. So they're not as pressing. Some of them could actually be in motion and be on your SMART goal sheet and in your year sheet, right? And then when you get one checked off, you can just check them all off, 5-year, 10-year goals, 5-year goals. That happened. Perfect. Your bucket list. These don't need dates. If you want to get creative and add dates onto them, that's fine. Just click on the box, center it, dates, whatever. You can change your font right here. Whatever font you want to use. Okay. There's that. You can even align the text at an angle like I did before, right? So I'll start giving you the angle. And remember what I just showed you in the past one? If you want to grid them all out, boom. If you want to just put it around the outside of that, you can do it on the outside. You can grid them all out. This is how you undo what you just did, in case you don't like it. And that's it. It's really simple. Like I said, I designed this sheet in my spare time just so that I could keep my goals organized. And what I found is that this system works really well. I've seen SMART goal sheets before, and then I handwrite on them, and they take up so much space. So this is viewable from my phone anywhere I sign into my Google account. And then here is the key feature that I like about using Google Sheets. Over here, there's a share button. Okay, so I can copy this link, or I can share it with specific people, and I can give them the ability to comment, view, or edit. This is awesome for your accountability. You have accountability partners, right? So you can actually email each one of these accountability partners your goal sheet. If they're real accountability partners, they'll be checking on this goal sheet, finding how you're doing with things, and asking, hey, how are you doing with that goal? Where are you at? Do you need any help? Maybe they know a resource that you don't know. So that's really cool. I love this part of Google Sheets is the share feature over here, because it really makes this accessible to multiple people. It allows it so that I can share the link. I can actually copy the link to this thing and turn it into a screensaver. It can just be a link that I open from wherever. So that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll I'll do a video on how to turn the sheet into a website, so that way you can post it as a screensaver, or at least an app icon that you can put on your desktop that's easily accessible. It's so easy. You can print these things out, file, print. I mean, that's really the basics on how to change the fonts, the size of the font, bold, italicize, put a stripe through things. You can change the color of the box. That's this one. And then the color of the font, which is this one. So fill color, that's the whole box. Font color. Let's see, what else is there that is important to know. So you can post a link in a box. It's not needed for this, but if you do want to use it, you can put a link where you were at, wherever your cursor was at. You can put a link that you're looking for. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you like the SMART Goals sheet, please feel free to copy the link and send it to your friends in Messenger, or copy the video, copy and paste the video to your friends, wherever, Facebook, YouTube. If you like what you see here, hit the like button. If you have any questions, please comment under the description below, and I will try my best to respond directly to that, or maybe create other videos of tools you'll be looking to use. Other ones that I will be creating is on how to use a budget, how to build a graph so that when you're tracking your budget, you can actually see a graph chart for your funds, savings, net worth, income, outgo, things like that. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment. And like I said, I'll try my best to get back to you. Thank you very much. Now, just need to stop the broadcast. Thank you guys very much for watching. God bless. You have a good night.